Hi, hello, namaste. A very warm welcome to everybody who's joining us for a very special webinar on Akash, PRERNA. This is an initiative by Akash जहाँ पे हम inspire कर रहे हैं अपने students को. हम चाह रहे हैं that whenever you're facing any kind of challenge, any difficulty, whether it is career related, whether it is academics related, whether it is a mental issue that's bothering you, we are here with you at every step. But the interesting part is that today, usually you must have seen our pattern in webinars, jahan pe, there is a panel, who's coming and inspiring you. But today we have very special guests who are going to inspire you because बोलते हैं ना कि first hand experience की value ही कुछ और होती है और उसका जो significance है, that is great and commendable. So today we have very special guest. मैं रिवील करूंगी लेकिन उससे पहले आपको ये भी बताना चाहूंगी कि you need to subscribe to our channel, share the link of this webinar to as many students as you can because it is going to be the greatest help you can provide them. अगर आप एक अच्छे friend हैं, then you really need to send this to all those people who are preparing for engineering or for medical, I would say. What is the significance of this webinar? When you will finish watching this webinar, what are the things you're going to learn? फर्स्टली द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जो आज आप यहाँ से सीख के जाने वाले हो कि कैसे एक्स आकाशियंस ऑर्डिनरी से एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी बन गए एंड हाउ यू कैन बी वन ऑफ देम. दूसरी चीज, हम नॉट जस्ट द गुड थिंग्स, ऑफ कोर्स वील टॉक अबाउट गुड थिंग्स, बट दिल आल्सो शेयर द सीक्रेट रेसिपी. आकाश टॉपर्स की बात हो रही है, कोई ऐसे वैसे लोगों की बात नहीं हो रही है. सो दिल reveal those secrets. They'll spill the beans for you कि कैसे उन्होंने अपनी preparation को दूसरे students से हमेशा better रखा and कैसे वो stand out किए इतने सारे competition के बीच में से. We'll also learn from their experiences and we'll try to understand what it takes to thrive in these competitive exams because I'm sure you must be feeling overwhelmed. You must be feeling कि अरे बड़े challenges हैं, उधर बैठ के बोलना बहुत आसान है, but it's very difficult to actually prepare for those things. लेकिन अगर मैं आपसे बोलूं that Akash is here at every step, every walk of your life, then you are definitely going to thank us because it's time for me to introduce you to our very special guest, जिसमें सबसे पहले हैं Dr. Himanshi Goyal. Hi, Himanshi. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
So, very well, Himanshi. In fact, I would like to tell you, everybody, she is ranked 378 and King George's Medical University. Pass out year Thanka 2020 and currently she's working with Ram Manohar Lohia, Delhi PG, resident OB-GYN. And you know what interesting thing about her is that she believes जो भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने अर्जुन से कहा था कि कर्म करो हल्की चिंता मत करो, and she is here to inspire each one of you. So a very warm welcome to you, Himanshi. We are looking forward to have great conversation with you today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, moving on, another very special guest we have is Pranav Singla, ranked 424 2018, IIT Delhi. Very interesting. And in fact, currently he's working with Flipkart SDE1. So hi Pranav, कैसे हैं आप?
Hi Tanu ma'am, I'm good. How are you?
मैं भी बहुत अच्छी हूँ प्रणव. इनफैक्ट वी आर वेरी एक्साइटेड टू हैव यू क्योंकि आईआईटी दिल्ली के एक्सपीरियंसेस की बातें हर इंसान करना चाहता है, तो आज बड़े सारे राज पूछने वाली हूँ मैं आपसे.
Yeah, right. I'm ready to
ठीक है.
explore.
Moving on to another guest, we have Keshav Kumar, ranked 2502 2018 batch in IIT Kanpur. Currently, he's working with Eightfold AI as a software engineer. So Keshav, a very warm welcome. Badaiye, how is everything with you right now?
Yeah, doing great.
Great, just great.
Well. Yeah, super great. What can I say? Yeah, really excited to talk with the JS parents and also NEET aspirants.
We are equally excited to have you, Keshav, with us. Moving on to our last guest for this evening is Sushant Sondhi, rank 119 2018, IIT Delhi again. In fact, currently he's working with Quad Eye as a software engineer. So Sushant का यहाँ पे presence बहुत सारे लोगों की आज help करने वाला है because I am going to ask and tell Sushant की unfiltered version रखना आज अपनी Sushant, so that a lot of students can learn from your mistakes and your challenges that you had in the past.
Yeah, sure. Looking forward to help the students.
Great. So, this whole webinar का idea थोड़ा unfiltered conversation इसलिए भी था because बहुत सारे students usually यही feel करते हैं कि, this whole journey has just challenges, no fun, no masti, nothing at all. But through you, today they are going to realize कि उस मेहनत का फल क्या होता है और किस तरीके से वो इस चीज को अपने दिमाग में रखकर अस्पायर कर सकते हैं और हर दिन द सेम चैलेंजेस के साथ स्ट्रगल को इजीली टैकल कर सकते हैं. So my first question is actually to Dr. Himanshi because women first. So Himanshi, when did you realize that you wanted to pursue a career in medicine? Like शुरू से ही prepared था या किसी ने inspire किया, parents में कुछ ऐसा था?
Actually, I always had a desire to do something so that I can help people and contribute to society, serving them. So I took maths and biology in my 11th and 12th class with the flow of my colleagues. In my one parents meeting, my class teacher advised my mother ki your daughter can be a good doctor. From there, I got the idea of taking medicine. So gradually, I also realized that being a doctor, I can help many people in need, and this can fulfill my desire too. So I then took admission in Aakash, Greater Noida. That helped me shaping my vision into a reality.
Wow, that's great. In fact, as a kid, when you see a dream, you become so focused on it कि आपको लगता है कि अब इसी को ही chase करना है. तो आपके साथ भी exactly ऐसा ही हुआ था कि अब सोच लिया तो till the end करना ही है.
Yes, यही हुआ था.
But did you flip? कभी मन में आया कि no, I think this is not for me. Maybe I should try something else. या very crystal clear focus था.
I was very focused about my dream. Na?
Wow, that's wonderful to have that clear focus on what you want. इसी सवाल से अब मैं आगे I would want to know from Sushant. Sushant, सबसे interesting चीज कॉलेजेस में जाके यूजुअली यही होती है कि जब आप कॉलेज में जा रहे हो तो किसी अच्छी पर्सनालिटी से मिलते हो कभी ऐसा कोई पिंच मी मोमेंट हुआ किसी ऐसे इंसान से आप मिले हो मे बी a known face, a very famous one who inspired you and it has stayed with you till today and you want to share it with us?
Like IIT Delhi mein, we get to meet with a lot of people, like successful CEOs, people who founded billion-dollar companies and all. So like there have been many personalities invited over for chats, like CEO founder Jack Dorsey. One of them was Mohit Aaron, who founded Cohesity and Nutanix, and even CEO of Coinbase. And like these are some notable names. And we invite a lot of people, other founders, like who have founded companies worth crores today. But like one of the inspiring moments was like we were sitting for the lecture from like Jack Dorsey who built Twitter, and he was sharing his experience when like he was building Twitter. So that journey like really inspired me. So maybe like if in future I take entrepreneurship up, then maybe that top would be the root cause for it.
Okay. That's very interesting. Meeting such people actually, expand your horizon also. आप different तरीके से सोचना start करते हो. So कुछ ऐसा change आपने महसूस किया अपनी thinking process में कि okay अभी तो मैं ऐसे सोच रहा था but this man right here has changed the way I believe in certain things.
Yeah, like it was not anyone in particular, but like when you get to listen to life experiences of like a lot of successful people, you start to observe the common pattern that they were willing to take risks, they were willing to sacrifice the present happiness, for like future gains. So like that keeps like whenever like you think we are like losing focus or we are losing discipline, then those like pictures come to mind that those people have worked hard, so maybe you can too.
लेकिन मेहनत की बात बहुत हो गई है प्रणव. अब थोड़ी ऐसी बातें करते हैं जो सिर्फ सिस्टर्स यूजुअली क्वेश्चन पूछती हैं आपसे. एवरीबॉडी टॉक्स अबाउट मम्मी पूछेंगी कि टाइम से खाया था, टाइम से सो गए थे. बट आई एम गोना आस्क अबाउट कूल क्लब्स की कैसी लाइफ है, कुछ ऐसी एक्टिविटीज कॉलेज में जो द फन पार्ट बेसिकली कॉलेज में. जैसे स्टूडेंट सुनते हैं कि एक बार ही कॉलेज में एडमिशन हो गया तो मस्ती मस्ती. इज दैट एक्चुअली ट्रू?
Yeah, that's actually true. Like there are very much like vast exposure for the clubs. Like and there are also technical clubs, every like cultural clubs. Like if you are interested in technical clubs, there is coding clubs and astronomy clubs and aero modeling and robotics club. For culture, like there is dance club, music and fine arts and everything. So if you are in literary and like Hindi poetry also. So like also there's a Hindi Smiti club also. So also there is a like sports also, like every sports is there, like from hockey, squash, cricket, volleyball, basketball, and every other sport you can think of. Like every like also there is inter-IITs between them also, so you can participate in that also. So there is some
Hmm.
entrepreneurship clubs also, like in Actus or in innovation clubs, like which will tell you ki like innovate those or something like that, like some social service innovation also. And
Hmm.
also there are some economic club also, like if you're interested in stock markets or something or game theory,
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, there's club for that also. And like if you are interested in volunteering or something, so like as you know ki Rendu festival is the like biggest festival in the Indian
Yes.
north part. So like for that organizing committee you can also be part of. So like all those things, like also like for getting into these clubs you don't need to know anything, like you just have to be
Hmm.
enthusiastic enough. Like if you are
Hmm.
enthusiastic, like you can get in the club only. Yeah.
ओके क्लब्स बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हैं और बहुत ही डिफरेंट भी हैं सो बट डू यू रियली गेट दैट काइंड ऑफ टाइम टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ दीज क्लब्स डू यू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ लाइक कैन यू क्रिएट योर टाइम टेबल लाइक दैट
Yeah, like whenever we are in college, like we don't study at all actually, but
ओके
we study at only the like जब एग्जाम आने वाले होते हैं, like just a week before of that. So like there are like lot of time for like you can
देखा
ask
मुझे पता
anyone.
थी ये चीज मैं बस आपके मुंह से सुनना चाहती थी कि कॉलेज में कोई पढ़ाई नहीं करता है सो कुछ ऐसी एक्टिविटीज के बारे में बताओ प्रणव आई मीन कुछ ऐसा इंटरेस्टिंग जो तुमने इन क्लब्स के थ्रू सीखा और मतलब थोड़ा मजा आ जाए सुन के कि अब तो मुझे इसी कॉलेज में ही जाना है
लाइक मैंने हॉकी ज्वाइन की थी, तो मैंने हॉकी सीखा था। तो लाइक
हम्म
आई वाज डिफेंडर इन दैट, सो दैट वाज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग आल्सो। सो देयर वाज आल्सो
हम्म
लाइक एरो मॉडलिंग वर्कशॉप आल्सो, लाइक सो व्हेन लाइक you are making a aeroplane with the wood, so it's quite a fascinating also. So like
वाओ
that's
या
the interesting part, yeah.
इट साउंड्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड फैसिनेटिंग सो जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं कि आज नहीं पढ़ाई करता देख लो क्या मिस कर रहे हो इन लाइफ इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क हार्ड टुडे इनफैक्ट प्रणव थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस आंसर बिकॉज अभी ना मस्ती थोड़ी आ रही है क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स को सीरियस सीरियस रहना भी नहीं चाहिए थ्रू आउट सो
Hmm.
हिमांशी आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पार्ट कि चलो क्लब्स में यू गेट टू लर्न अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स बट लेट्स टॉक अबाउट पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट दिस इज वन पार्ट जो हर इंसान everybody wants to improve the way they speak the way they present themselves to people have you noticed changes in your personality after you joined your college and then you obviously started working
Yes, in fact, I think college life is very important in one's personality. I was very quiet and introvert before entering into the college. I could
hmm
notice many changes inculcating in me na, after entering into the college. Being at a new place with new faces, it teaches you
hmm
many things. It makes you
hmm
confident, bold, and independent enough in your life. I think
hmm
exchanging thoughts with new people makes you learn something or the other. That is also very much needed in everyday's life apart from
hmm
academics.
hmm that's very interesting in fact मुझे कोई एग्जांपल बताओ ना कि हिमांशी बिफोर कॉलेज कैसा उसने बिहेव किया विद फ्रेंड्स या मे बी इन हर सर्कल और कम्युनिटी एंड हिमांशी आफ्टर जॉइनिंग द कॉलेज
Actually, before college, I was staying at home only. Na? Going
Hmm.
into a college, that was my first time staying away from home. So, did not do any of my work like apart from academics at home.
Hmm.
In the college, I have to do everything by myself.
Hmm. ये तो बहुत सच है कि यूजुअली आपका रियल टेस्ट का जब आप घर से बाहर निकलते हो तभी स्टार्ट होता है
मतलब
सो
अकेले रहते हो घर पे आई वाज डिपेंडेंट ऑन माय मदर ना दैट्स totally
या
completely.
yes that's very interesting how you change as a person also when college is right when the placement you get a lot of confidence also आपको घबराहट नहीं होती अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करने में right
Yes, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So, and I can see that confidence in each one of you at this moment, how college has shaped you and how boldly you're answering my questions. धीरे धीरे डर भी लग रहा है, but like you are so nice and helpful. Thank you so much. In fact, अब मैं केशव से बात करना चाहूंगी, बहुत देर से वो चुप है. केशव, usually, when you shortlist a college, तो आप हमेशा एक ही चीज को ध्यान में रखते हो, भाई placements कैसे offer कर रहे हैं colleges? Are they good enough? So, what do you have to say about, your college? Did they help you enough when it comes to the placement part?
Yeah, so like absolutely right. Like when you are in one of the most like prestigious colleges, like top IIT, top NITs, right? Then you are in the eye of all the top companies, right? All the top startups and all. So you just need
Yeah.
to keep yourself updated and upskilled, right? And
Hmm.
as soon as the opportunity comes, you just have to grab it, right? So
Yeah.
talking about the like placements, right? It is not just a single step process. It is not just that you go
Hmm.
and after 4 years you got
Hmm.
placed, right? There are several
Hmm.
layers to it. Like for example, in our cases, like after first year completes, right? Some
Yeah.
companies come and they offer you like internship. Are you like if you are interested, then you can opt for
Hmm.
that particular internship. Even there are several bodies. For example, after there is a startup internship program. So where after completion of your second year, right, small
Hmm.
startups and all come and to provide your opportunity. And then
Hmm.
yeah, like we can keep going, right? Like then final placements are also there as PO. So yeah, it's not basically a single step process. And let's talk about like how does the environment change in the college, like as soon as the placement comes, right? And what are the
Yeah.
exact steps and all.
Hmm.
So I would say like yeah. So obviously, let's say your like a placement is about to come, right? Then first of all, there is a resume screening, and like obviously if they have all the skill sets ready, like if you participated in the previous steps, right? Like let's say you
Hmm.
got the initial internship, then it helps build your resume, right? And
Hmm.
also it also like depends on what is the branch of yours and what is the ranking that you got, right? So yeah, this once this resume screening process, obviously most of the people are like shortlisted in this, and then there is a like, coding round or aptitude round, right? Like for further screening. So yeah, and once this happens, then comes the final thing, like the interview, right? And yeah, and I think if you are at such a STEAM college, right, then obviously you will have a great profile, right? Great resume. You will have lots of internships and also the projects. So obviously it helps a lot, and yeah, and ultimately I think main thing is this, right? Like kitne ka package laga and all. So if you are at such college, then I don't think you have to worry much about these things, right? The college will completely guide you like throughout all the processes, right? They will conduct
Yeah.
also they will also conduct mock interviews, right? And also conduct lots of coding tests so that you are prepared when
Hmm.
actually the companies come, right? So yeah, I
Hmm.
think it's overall like quite interesting, and also like college will provide all the paths. You don't need to actively search for any job, right? This is not like yeah, active job searching is not specifically required if you are in one of the
Hmm.
most in colleges. So yeah,
Yeah. So the spotlight is already on you, so you have better opportunities, I would say, है ना?
surely, yeah, absolutely.
So that was about placement. Let's talk about hostel rooms. Now, this is one thing which everybody, is very like cautious also and concerned also. So, उससे पहले मुझे ये बताओ, Keshav, was this like your first time living away from your family?
No, actually, in the 11th, 12th division, right, I went away from home. So I'm actually, my hometown is in Jharkhand, right? So
Hmm.
obviously, I had to, for better opportunity, I joined a class at Janakpuri, right? So Delhi.
Hmm.
So that was the first time when I went out from my home. But obviously, the culture at
Yeah.
college and preparation phase, right, that is completely different.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
college life is much more exciting, I would say. There is no comparison at
Okay.
all. Yeah.
Okay. So were you guys like कि discipline follow नहीं करते, रात को late तक जगते हैं? Did you do all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is something that you'd come to know from any engineer. I'm pretty sure this would be with the medical students
I
as
can
well.
actually, sorry to cut you, but I can see a big, smile on Pranav's face. Ki, Arre, we have secrets that usually happen in the night time only. So Pranav, please join Keshav and spill some secrets. कैसी रहती थी hostel life? College के rooms कैसे हैं hostel के? मतलब जीने लायक हैं? Usually, we don't think that they're like neat and clean, not up to the need. Like कैसा रहता है IT का culture and hostels में life कैसी रहती है students की? Do they just do मस्ती all the time? Like what is it like?
हॉस्टल रूम्स तो मैम क्या ही एक्सप्लेन करूँ, इट्स अ गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज सो आई कांट एलिबरेट मोर अबाउट दैट। बट फॉर द
Yeah.
लाइफ की हॉस्टल लाइफ काफ़ी एक्साइटिंग रहती है एक्चुअली। लाइक कोई कंस्ट्रेंट नहीं होता हमारे पास कि आपको इतने बजे तक वापस आ जाना है, तो 24 आवर्स ओपन रहते हैं हॉस्टल, नॉट ओनली फॉर बॉयज गर्ल्स ऑल्सो। एंड देयर इज ऑल्सो लाइक नाइट मैस ऑल्सो, लाइक विच कैन लाइक 8 बजे स्टार्ट हो जाती है रात को, तो सुबह तक चलती है, तो लाइक खाने की भी दिक्कत नहीं होती। तो लाइक सब लाइक एक्चुअली 2-4 बजे तक सो रहे हैं, लाइक खेल रहे हैं, लाइक वेलोरेंट खेल लिया या पबजी खेल लिया, लाइक जो भी ट्रेंडिंग चल रहा है, तो ये सब चलता
Hmm.
है। लाइक यही टाइम होता है मोस्टली जब क्लब्स को भी देते हैं हम टाइम,
Hmm.
तो हाँ ये चलता है।
तो ये जो सुन रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स एट दिस मोमेंट, दिस इज योर फ्यूचर एंड दिस कैन बी योर फ्यूचर, आई वुड से। तो थोड़ी मेहनत आज कर लो, बिकॉज उसके बाद आईआईटी का कल्चर आपके लिए वेट कर रहा है। एंड ऑब्वियसली हॉस्टल लाइफ इज समथिंग जो आप कभी भी भूल नहीं सकते हो। इट स्टेज विद यू, दोज मोमेंट्स ऑलवेज स्टेज विद यू, दोज मेमोरीज आई थिंक आर द बेस्टेस्ट मेमोरीज। मैंने तो यही सुना है। सो केशव, डू यू अग्री टू दिस कि हॉस्टल मेमोरीज बेस्ट होती हैं लाइफ की?
Surely, surely. Like I think I would like to talk about like the hostel, especially when we are talking about, right? So like there is
Yeah.
a wing, right? And like we do all kind of fun activities within the like wing. There are almost like 20 students, right? So like
Hmm.
who like spend I think more than 15 to 20 hours of there are a lot of things basically, yeah, fun activities. There is, yeah. So absolutely, I think this is something that we still miss, right? And especially when we are like our batch was 2020, 18 to 22, right? So we moved half of our college life, and we still regret it. Like, why did COVID come? And yeah, right, half of our college life has gone. But I think hopefully upcoming aspirants, right, won't have to face the same. But yeah.
तो अभी ये थोड़ा मस्ती की बातें हो गई, अब थोड़ा सा ना सीरियस होते हैं लाइफ में, बिकॉज मैं आई कांट बिलीव दैट यू अचीव्ड सो मच ऑफ दिस जस्ट बाय डूइंग मस्ती, थ्रू आउट दिस होल जर्नी, राइट? आई एम श्योर यू वुड हैव फेस्ड योर सेट ऑफ चैलेंजेस, सेटबैक्स भी रहे होंगे। सो अभी थोड़ा सीरियस और स्ट्रेटजीज के ऊपर आते हैं। एंड माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन व्हेन इट कम्स टू द सीरियसनेस इज विद द लेडी डॉक्टर हिमांशी हियर। I want to know कि कुछ ऐसी strategies if you can help our students, just जो आपने शुरुआती stages में start की थी, like when you thought of starting your career, जो अब तक आपके साथ रही, and how early did you start?
Actually, I joined Akash Institute in 11th and 12th,
Hmm.
and that was the time only when I decided to prepare for medical entrance.
Okay.
In the 11th class only, I started my preparation with the Akash course
Hmm.
simultaneously. So
Hmm.
I joined Akash in my 11th class and sincerely followed its pura schedule, courses,
Hmm.
modules, notes, everything I followed very regularly and sincerely. I used to
Hmm.
regular in my classes, make notes, simultaneously practice at my home the questions given at the back of each chapter. That was very fruitful for me. I used to go 1 hour early to the Akash for my doubt session. And the best part was that Akash teachers were very ready for my doubts, for taking up my doubts. I regularly go to Akash for 1 hour doubt session. इतने सारे doubts होते थे, पता नहीं कैसे आता था. फिर I think being regular and disciplined helped me a lot. I used to read notes and NCRTs for my school purpose also, NCRTs thoroughly, and then practice question from the Akash modules. Frequent revisions were very important at that time. I used to highlight the most important things and then quickly revise those highlighted points. I think if you're reading some topic in 2 hours for the first time, after n number of revisions, you get a time key. You will complete that topic in 10 to 15 minutes completely. That means that you're done with that topic. I used to follow this strategy, and giving n number of tests as scheduled by Akash, surprise test, weekly test, monthly test. इतने सारे टेस्ट होते थे कि सारे उनको बस सिंसियरली फॉलो करोगे और कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. एंड बस giving test is a waste of time if we are not improving our mistakes, or if we are not seeing our wrong questions. If we are not working on that, then I think giving test is not worth it. So I
Right.
just follow these strategies that everyone used to follow, but the difference that makes you stand apart is being regular and sincere at your work.
Right. Right. That's a very good quality, Himanshi. Thank you for sharing with us. The interesting thing is ki if these are the kind of doctors that we're going to meet, I'm like, I would love to come and visit you because you're so gentle, polite, and your hard work is actually showing off the way you've worked on yourself. That's commendable. So yeah, good luck to you. And I'm sure today you're going to be an inspiration for so many students जो आज आप ही के footsteps पे भी चलने का wait कर रहे हैं. They are also preparing, and इसी प्रेपरेशन को मैं आगे प्रणव तक भी ले जाना चाहूंगी, बिकॉज लेट्स टॉक अबाउट engineering students. आपने एग्जाम्स में ऐसी कौन सी स्ट्रैटेजी रखी थी प्रणव जो आपको बहुत हेल्प किया? आई मीन आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट एवरी स्टूडेंट हैज अ वेरी डिफरेंट स्ट्रैटेजी, बट समथिंग जो आप बाकी स्टूडेंट्स को भी बता सकते हो कि आई डिड दिस, इट वर्कड फॉर मी एंड इट कैन हेल्प यू टू।
एक्चुअली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो लाइक मैं क्लास नोट्स ही प्रेफर करता था, जो आकाश के क्लास नोट्स होते थे, एंड उसको रिवाइज करता था घर आकर, तो वो बेटर
हम्म।
रहता था। और लाइक सबसे पहले आकाश का मटेरियल फॉलो करता था, तभी कोई और बुक उठाता था, क्योंकि आकाश के मटेरियल में फिल्टर्ड क्वेश्चंस होते थे बाकी सब बुक्स के मिला के ही। और लाइक एज लाइक हिमांशी मेंशन कि लाइक बी रेगुलर ऑन टेस्ट, नेवर स्किप योर टेस्ट। लाइक अगर जीरो भी आ रहा है ना तो भी टेस्ट स्किप मत करो, क्योंकि तुम क्वेश्चंस लाइक फिल्टर्ड क्वेश्चन पर आवर में जितने अटेम्प्ट करोगे ना, उतने बुक सोल्व करके नहीं कर सकते हो आप। सो ऑल्सो लाइक एक ही स्ट्रेटेजी रही थी मेरी कि बी कंसिस्टेंट। लाइक एवरी वन वर्क्स हार्ड, एवरी वन स्टडी, लाइक कोई भी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि लाइक जेई में स्टडी नहीं कर रहा है। लाइक जिनकी भी रैंक 20,000 के अंडर आ रही है, सबने स्टडी सेम ही किया है, वर्क हार्ड सेम किया है, बट कंसिस्टेंट इट मैटर्स। सो कंसिस्टेंट रहो तो लाइक इट वुड बी द बेस्ट।
ऑल्सो वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू आस्क यू प्रणव कि कंसिस्टेंट रहने की आप बात बोल रहे हो, तो कभी कभी स्टूडेंट्स यूजुअली कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं मेंटेन कर पाते हैं। कभी कुछ ऐसा किया आपने कि वापस अपने आप को ट्रैक पे आप लेकर आए? आई मीन बिकॉज कभी होता है ना, यू फील मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसा मोमेंट आया कभी लाइफ में?
या लाइक आता तो है ही है, क्योंकि लाइक 2 साल रेगुलरली कंसिस्टेंट रहना इज इम्पॉसिबल फॉर एवरीवन। सो लाइक होता है तो लाइक कभी कभी लाइक हाफ आवर लाइक टीवी देख लिया, बट लाइक ऐसा नहीं होता है कि हम एक ही सब्जेक्ट पे फोकस कर रहे हैं और एक ही टॉपिक पे फोकस कर रहे हैं, तो लाइक देर आर मैनी टॉपिक्स टू लाइक रीड अबाउट इट। सो लाइक ऐसा ना हो कि आप एक ही टॉपिक को रीड करते जा रहे हो, तो कि उसमें बोर हो जाते हैं, ज़्यादा जल्दी बोर हो जाते हैं। तो लाइक इफ़ यू आर लाइक डूइंग इट लाइक ओके, अब मैथ पढ़ लिया, अब मन नहीं कर रहा, फिजिक्स ही पढ़ लेते हैं, केमिस्ट्री पढ़ लेते हैं, या फिर और कुछ फॉलो कर रहे हो तो लाइक कुछ और भी टेक फॉलो कर सकते हो, लाइक जिसमें तुम्हारा इंटरेस्ट है। बट लाइक ज़्यादा टाइम मत दो उसमें, लाइक कीप कंसिस्टेंट ऑल्सो।
थैंक यू प्रणव। एंड इनफैक्ट मैं यही सेम सवाल सुशांत से भी पूछना चाहूंगी। सुशांत, व्हाट वाज योर स्ट्रेटजी लाइक? यूजुअली स्ट्रॉन्ग कंसेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स का कंसर्न रहता है। हाउ डिड यू डील विद दैट एंड यू बिकेम लाइक स्टार राइट नाउ?
Yeah, so like I used to like forget things very easily. So what I started doing was creating short notes of everything after class. So like
Okay.
all for almost all the topics and all the subjects, I had like short notes, and I would go through them every day. Like go through them go through them for a month, and then you would not forget things. And if you go through them for a year, then I think it's not really possible to forget them during the exam day. So yeah, like I, the thing like in chemistry, for example, you have to learn a lot of things, lot of formulas and lot of like exceptions and all. Like I had a like small notebook where I would write down the most important point every day and like go through it again and again. Even when the topic was changed, then again I would like come back to that short notes to revise, keep revising.
इंटरेस्टिंग। सो आई होप आप सभी स्टूडेंट्स को ये पीस ऑफ एडवाइसेस बहुत काम की लग रहे हैं। यू कैन ऑल्सो एक्सप्लेन एनीथिंग व्हाट यू आर गोइंग थ्रू एट दिस मोमेंट, चैट बॉक्स में उसको आप मेंशन कर सकते हो। और इफ यू हैव एनी स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चंस you want me to ask these students, ex-Aakashians here. So, they have worked really hard and I'm very sure that they've gone through a lot. ये जर्नी इनके लिए भी इजी नहीं रही थी और ये पूरा का पूरा स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट भी इन लोगों ने स्टेप बाय स्टेप सीखा है। सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन is from Keshav actually. Keshav, mental health is something जो बहुत students ignore कर देते हैं when they start preparing for something. They just completely neglect that aspect. So how did you deal with the stress जो competitive examinations में it's very common because so many people are doing well and you can never give your best. That's what they feel. How did you deal with the stress and how did you take care of your mental health?
Sure. So I think, yeah, right. Like these exams are obviously quite competitive, right? There is expectation from parents, everyone, right? And also there is high level of competition in general as well, right? So I think it's important, like very important to keep your mental health in check, right? And yeah, so I think it's important to have regular breaks, good sleep, right? Because I think sleep is something that many people normally ignore, that they're gonna read like sleep only 4 hours, 5 hours, right? But I personally believe like it's important to have a good amounts of, right, 6 or 7 hours, whatever it works for you, right? Because efficiency is something that matters, right? If you are like reading 10 hours, right, studying 10 hours and with complete efficiency, that is going to be better than studying for 12 or 14 hours with not so much energy, right? And if your mental is drained. So yeah. And also besides these few things, I think some other things that we need to that we need to follow is something is diet, right? Exercise, meditation. I think this is something that is very important, I believe, because if you are not keeping your diet or exercise in check, right, then you might fall ill, and that can like ruin all the strategy that you have built, right? Like let's say you got
Right.
typhoid, you got ill
Hmm.
for 2 weeks, right? So that is completely gonna ruin your like preparation and all the setup that you had built. So I believe, yeah, this is something that is very important. And yeah, obviously if someone is feeling down, then I think actually got opportunity to like have some wonderful teachers at Aakash, right? There were few teachers who like besides all these exam preparation and all, they also used to guide me like emotionally, right? When I was not
Hmm.
feeling down, they used to like boost my confidence and all, right? I think that was quite really helpful for me. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think sort out for to Aakash for that. And yeah, I think one thing that I also used to do is to like listen songs when I was a bit down, right? And yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I think maybe that would could be helpful for some other students as well. But yeah, that was all about my experience.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing this because let's just admit बहुत सारी useless advices भी लोग देते हैं अरे ये करो अरे वो करो but nothing works for a student, right? But अभी because you have actually used those things and तब आप students को बोल रहे हो. In fact मैं same question आप सभी से पूछना चाहूंगी. केशव ने अपना input यहाँ पे दिया है. Even Himanshi, same question from you because you had different kind of stress and you know women as females we deal with stress very differently, right? So, how did you tackle any setback that you faced during this journey?
Actually, matlab it's my habit कि I always see positivity in everything. So I
Hmm.
strongly believe that everything happens for good. Something good lies in it. So I
Hmm.
just need to work with full dedication and make ourselves deserving and capable for our goal.
Hmm.
I did not think much about my result. I just
Hmm.
worked very hardly, na, without thinking for the results. I left everything
Hmm.
on God. जो होगा अच्छा होगा.
Hmm. That's again a very positive way to look at things. Sushant, Pranav, anything you want to add when it comes to mental health? Because ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ कॉलेज तक ही स्ट्रेस रहता है जब तक आप काम करना स्टार्ट नहीं कर देते तब तक स्ट्रेस रहता है. There's a lifelong journey and you have to keep dealing with stress. So what is your way of dealing with stress if Sushant can start?
Like for me, I look up to like famous people, and I look through this. I like to read a lot, so I have read quite a few biographies. So the common, as I started, like the common thing is like people have worked hard. It's not, you cannot like achieve good things, achieve great things without working hard. Like when I used to get demotivated during my like IIT journey, I used to call my seniors. So like I knew seniors like who made it to IIT, and then I would ask them for advice, and they would like tell me how good the atmosphere in the college is, how good like opportunities lies there. So I just have to work hard for another year, another 2 years, like so. Yeah, like that was the goal, and like now also I look up to great people, and like so like that keeps me going.
Wow, that's again a very nice point of view. जब आप अपने से जो बहुत सारी चीजें अचीव कर चुके हैं लाइफ में उनको देखते हो, so then you also feel motivated, and that's exactly what you guys are doing for other students at this moment. In fact, Pranav, same question to you because again different stress है. कभी कभी लगता है कि नहीं हो रहा, I should just like forget about it and maybe do something which is doable or not this tricky. आपने कैसे डील किया अपने स्ट्रेस के साथ?
एक्चुअली जब स्ट्रेस होता था तो लाइक आई एम फूडी, तो मैं मोस्टली कुछ खाने के लिए मंगा लेता था, लाइक आइसक्रीम और
हाई
चॉकलेट खा
फाइव, मैं भी यही
मैं
करती हूँ whenever I'm stressed. Food is my therapy.
या लाइक दैट्स द बेस्ट स्ट्रेस बस्टर आई एवर गॉट
Yeah.
in 11th and 12th. And also like I watched cartoons also at that time, like Shinchan and Doraemon, so I watched that also
Oh,
like
wow.
whenever I feel stressed. Yeah, like it was better than to watch any movie or news basically. Yeah.
Interesting. So यहाँ पे we have students who used to listen to music, some used to watch Doraemon and also enjoy food. So different people and different way to cope with stress and mental stress. So मैं यही बोलूंगी बाकी सभी students को कि find out what works best for you. किसी के लिए meditation बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा helpful होता है, किसी के लिए exercise बहुत helpful होती है. जैसे सुशांत के लिए किसी बहुत ही पॉपुलर या जिस इंसान ने बहुत कुछ अचीव किया लाइफ में, उनकी बायोग्राफीज ने उनको बहुत इंस्पायर्ड रखा थ्रू आउट द जर्नी. सो दीज आर सम टिप्स जो आपको और कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे, सिर्फ आकाश के वेबिनार्स में मिलेंगी फ्रॉम एक्स आकाशंस, आई वुड से, हु हैव डन ट्रेमेंडसली वेल. दे आर थ्राइविंग इन देयर करियर्स एट दिस मोमेंट. नाउ वी आर गेटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस
I
फ्रेंड्स, तो मैं
I
उन
would
क्वेश्चंस
like
पे भी
to.
आऊंगी, लेकिन अभी हम बात करेंगे हिमांशी, जब बात आती है एक टाइम टेबल बनाने की, एक प्रॉपर स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलने की. डिड यू हैव एनी पर्टिकुलर टाइम टेबल एग्जाम डे की, स्पेसिफिकली मैं बात कर रही हूँ, कि कैसे यू यूज्ड टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर डे एंड लाइक स्टार्टेड योर डे, एंड जो सब अगर यूज कर सके तो उनकी भी उस पर्टिकुलर डे में जो छोटी छोटी मिस्टेक्स होती हैं वो ना हो.
Actually, I did not have any specific strategy for the exam day. I just followed my schedule that I was following previously. हाँ, the most important part was कि I had 8 hours of sleep before the exam, that most of the people are not able to have because of the stress. That is very important to relax your mind ना. फिर सुबह में उठ के आप आराम से एग्जाम देने जाओ विदाउट एनी स्ट्रेस. यू गो टू द एग्जाम हॉल. आई वॉज लिटिल एंक्शियस, मतलब इट्स नेचुरल कि थोड़ी एंग्जाइटी होती है, बट आपको अपने ऊपर ट्रस्ट होना चाहिए, कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए कि आप कर लोगे. आपने इतना वर्क किया है तो रिजल्ट भी अच्छा ही आएगा.
You make everything so simple now. Like I throw questions at you and you just like very easy and very calm, कि कुछ भी important, अरे important है but easy भी है. You are like that in real life also and like with other things also.
Actually, मेरे मेडिकल प्रोफेशन में भी इतना स्ट्रेस होता है रोज. अगर मैं इतना स्ट्रेस लूंगी तो मैं क्या करूँ फिर. तो
Very nice. I
I
love your
have to
approach.
I have to keep my personality calm ना.
Yes, very nice approach, Dr. Himanshi. I must say that you have learned a lot on this journey. In fact, अब मैं केशव से एक सवाल पूछना चाहूंगी. Keshav, you look very like street smart and somebody who would be interested in technology and all of that. So, when you were preparing for your exams and when you were like studying, did you use any digital platforms like किसी ऐसी external चीज की आपने help ली जो students भी add कर सकते हैं, just to add that extra thing to their work, to their preparation?
Yeah, I think it was quite a positive during my preparation phase,
Okay.
right? I actually I didn't have access to any smartphone and all, right? I just had a like non-smart cell phone. But
Okay.
let's say when I used to solve, let's say, Rodo question or something, right? Like then I obviously had the access to internet. So from that only, like from that button phone only, I used to see the solution and all. And if I required something like very necessarily, then I used to go to cafe and access the internet. But I personally found it a bit like distracting, right? So I think it can vary on aspirant to aspirant, right? So I think I obviously saw several aspirants who were using smartphones and they excelled in their career as well, right? But for I thought it as a distraction, right? Because if you have access
Hmm.
to this, then you can do lots of things. But I think after 6 or 7 years, it normally has changed, right? Most of the students have smartphone, so I think it's important to keep the balance. And yeah, if obviously it's a great resource, right? If you have smartphone and laptop or
Hmm.
right, then you can make use of that in a positive way, and that could obviously help a lot, like during your exam preparation.
Quite interesting. Again, you surprised me with your answer. मैं ये expect बिल्कुल भी नहीं कर रही थी from you. I thought you would be using something very fancy to help your self in studying. Anyway, moving to Sushant. Sushant, बहुत ही शांत थे आप अब तक. So tell me one thing. Education is very important, and I'm sure you must have realized the power of education. Can you help us understand कि कोई ऐसा किस तरीके से एजुकेशन ने आपको एम्पावर किया है इन ओवरकमिंग द ऑब्स्टिकल्स इन योर प्रोफेशनल जर्नी?
So like I'll talk about like my experience at IIT here. Uh, So like in my course, particularly in computer science, so we were taught very foundational knowledge and how to build upon things. So what used to happen was like professor would throw a new programming language or new technology, and he would say like do this assignment using this tech or this programming language, and we would have 1 week to familiarize ourselves with that language or that technology and do it. So like that helped me like take now like that has built my foundation. Now I can take up new things very easily. So now let's say in job or in life I have to take up a new thing, then like it takes me very little time, especially like related to my profession of coding. So like that takes me very little time to pick up new things because I have that kind of foundation and that experience. So yeah, it was like a very like good learning process which we encountered there.
Very nice, very nice. In fact, Pranav, थोड़ा सा नॉस्टैल्जिक मेमोरी थोड़ा यहाँ पे हम चाहते हैं. आई एम टेकिंग यू बैक टू दैट टाइम जब रिजल्ट आया था. तो उस टाइम पे व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट रिएक्शन एंड लाइक डू यू स्टिल लुक बैक एट दैट टाइम एंड कुछ सोचा था कि जो इमेजिन किया वही मिला या कुछ डिफरेंट मिला या बेटर मिल गया? क्या एक्सपीरियंस था?
एक्चुअली ऐसा कुछ तो नहीं था कि बेटर मिल गया या नहीं मिला. लाइक इट वाज जस्ट लाइक I got like 4 to 4 rank, so like I was super happy. Like it's like difficult to get under 500 rank. Like it's maybe a bit easier to get into IIT, but like getting under 500 is like it was like OMG. Like I still remember that day, and like I came from temple, and like a result was like about to come at 10 a.m., but like it came earlier. So like I was checking the result, and like it was in front of me, and like I got goosebumps, and like I was silent for like 1 minute, and like it was the best day of my life. Like yeah, of course, like I still like remember that, and like yeah, it will also be like keep on memorable like throughout the year also. Like also like Akash teachers also called me to the institute for a celebration, and also like and they're also like I wasn't getting anything ki like ab kya karna chahiye, like how to react, like I was still figuring out ki like is it real or a dream or something. Like yeah, it was like quite exciting.
लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फिजिक्स. बहुत सारे कॉन्वर्सेशन चैट बॉक्स में भी लोग फिजिक्स को बहुत हेट दे रहे हैं. ऐसा क्यों है, हिमांशी? Can you please explain why so much of hate to the subject? They're saying like many NEET aspirants are not fond of physics. So does MBBS have maths and physics, or once you're done with NEET, can you like forget maths?
Actually, physics was my favorite subject. So I'm not the apt person to answer this question, but I'll tell my strategy. I used to
Yeah.
solve many numericals, and numericals में आपको doubts भी आते हैं जब आप इतने सारे questions करोगे. So I used to sit with my physics teacher, taking all that doubt session. एक incident मुझे याद आ रहा है अभी. मेरी सैटरडे को रात को 8 बजे क्लास खत्म हुई थी, एंड नेक्स्ट डे संडे मेरी 9 AM से फिर से क्लास थी. मेरे को मैंने फिजिक्स सर को अपना बोला था कि सर मेरे को हाफ आवर ना आपका सुबह में डाउट्स के लिए चाहिए जरूर से. और सर ने कहा था कि मेरी वाइफ घर पे नहीं है, मुझे लंच खुद से बनाना पड़ेगा, तो मैं डाउट्स लेने जल्दी नहीं आ सकता. मैंने कहा सर मैं आपका खाना मैं लेके आ जाऊंगी, आप प्लीज मेरे डाउट्स के लिए आ जाना. लिटरली ही अराइव्ड अर्ली ना, हाफ आवर अर्ली, और उन्होंने मेरे बैठ के डाउट सॉल्व किए थे. मैं भी उनके लिए खाने लेके आई थी, वो खुद से भी बना के लाए थे.
How
मतलब
nice.
दैट डेडिकेशन and all time presence of my Akash teachers, that was very very helpful for me na. And बाकी physics, actually I love physics, तो ऐसे I'm not the apt person to answer this question.
Right, right. So, but that's very sweet of you to share this experience where teachers go, beyond. Like, जब उनकी responsibility जहाँ पे end भी हो जाती है, but they do it because they can see that, you're so much capable and they try and help you. That's wonderful. Thank you, Himanshi, for sharing this experience. In fact, अब थोड़ा सा मैं आकाश के teachers की ही यहाँ पे बात करना चाहूंगी. And I would want to know, Himanshi, क्या यही हैं आपके favorite आकाश teachers जिन्होंने आपकी इस level पे help की?
Ma'am, I like all my Akash teachers, like all the 4 of them. ऐसा नहीं था कि सिर्फ फिजिक्स वाला. फिजिक्स was my favorite subject, that बस इसलिए. केमिस्ट्री में भी इतने सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स थे, सर हमेशा रेडी रहते थे. सर इनफैक्ट द्वारका से आते थे, वो अर्ली आते थे मेरे डाउट सेशन के लिए. आई डोंट नो व्हाई मैं इतना ज्यादा पैशनेट थी उस टाइम पे, अभी इतना नहीं है. बट उस
Hmm.
टाइम पे इतना ज्यादा थी अपने गोल के लिए कि मुझे मेडिकल एंट्रेंस अपना फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर करना है. तो एवरी
Hmm.
वन वॉज रेडी टू सॉल्व माई क्वेश्चंस. या फिर व्हेन आई यूज टू गेट डीमोटिवेटेड या फिर मोराल मेरे
Hmm.
डाउन होता था, खासकर से जब ग्रैंड टेस्ट का रिजल्ट आता था, रैंक
Hmm.
स्कोर बोर्ड देख के. ऑल इंडिया रैंक जब आपका स्टार्टिंग में एवरीवन यूज टू फेस कि आपके रिजल्ट्स अच्छे नहीं आते हैं, धीरे धीरे इंप्रूव
Hmm.
होता है, या
Hmm.
फिर यू हैव रीच्ड अ प्लेटू फेज. So my teachers used to inspire me a lot.
Hmm.
And being at a home, being doing my preparation at home, that was also a major factor, reducing my stress, I think.
Hmm. So, Shan, do you have any favorite memory of Akash? Any particular teacher incident that has stayed with you, and you think that this person or this situation made me who I am today?
Yeah, so like I was weak at physics. Like
Hmm.
physics was my weakest subject out of the three I prepared. So yeah, like in
Okay.
fact, my favorite teacher is also physics teacher at Akash.
Okay.
Like again, like he used to take up my doubts. I would like send him doubts like on WhatsApp, and I would like go for doubt session separately.
Hmm.
And like I just loved his concept clarity. Like I have met a lot of people in life, but no one like no one like had the the level of concept clarity he had. And I think like a good amount of physics like score that I scored in the JEE, like I can attribute to like how much he helped me and how much he helped me understanding the concepts.
Hmm. Interesting. So we have two people who really adore their physics teacher. What about you, Pranav? Any favorite memory at Akash you want to share?
या ऐसे तो काफ़ी मेमोरीज हैं एक्चुअली, क्योंकि लाइक मैं
Hmm.
वीकेंड स्टूडेंट था, तो लाइक अब बस में अप डाउन करते थे, तो लाइक फ्रेंड के साथ खेलते थे एंड ऑल. बट एक मेमोरी है जो लाइक इन लाइक जिसने लाइक टर्निंग पॉइंट कह सकते हो एक तरह से. सो लाइक
Hmm.
देयर वाज अ पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग जस्ट आफ्टर 2-3 months ऑफ एडमिशन. सो
Hmm.
लाइक सो देयर वाज माय केमिस्ट्री टीचर. सो लाइक ही सेड कि तो लाइक मेरे मामा आए थे वहाँ पे पेरेंट टीचर मीटिंग में. सो ही स्टार्टेड कंप्लेनिंग कि लाइक तुम तो लाइक डाउट्स वगैरह तो पूछते ही नहीं हो, लाइक तो कैसे ही होगा. तो फिर मैंने बोला था
Hmm.
कि सर डाउट्स आते ही नहीं है तो क्या पूछूं. सो लाइक नेक्स्ट वीक से लाइक आई वेंट टू हिम, तो लाइक कि लाइक सर ये डाउट है क्लियर करो सर. तो ही भी लाइक तुम्हें भी डाउट आते हैं. तो दैट वाज माय
Wow.
टर्निंग पॉइंट कि या लाइक आई शुड स्टार्ट स्टडिंग, एंड लाइक अगर डाउट्स नहीं आएंगे तो लाइक यू आर नॉट स्टडिंग एट ऑल. तो दैट वाज द
Hmm.
फनीएस्ट एंड द फेवरेट मेमोरी ऑफ मी. या
Wow, that's very nice. ये बहुत अच्छा point है कि doubts नहीं आएंगे तो that means you're not studying. Very, very nicely put. इनफैक्ट मैं अब कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछना चाहूंगी जो ओपन टू ऑल है. मुझे आई जस्ट नीड पॉजिटिव आंसर्स फ्रॉम ऑल यू गाइस. व्हाट इज दैट थिंग दैट यू रियली एंजॉय द मोस्ट अबाउट योर प्रोफेशन? इनफैक्ट डॉक्टर हिमांशी, मैं आपसे स्टार्ट करना चाहूंगी बिकॉज आप इतनी काम हैं, इतनी पोलाइट हैं, एंड आई एम श्योर एवरीबody अराउंड यू वुड लव यू बिकॉज ऑफ योर एनर्जी दैट यू ब्रिंग. सो हाउ इज योर एक्सपीरियंस जो अभी हो करंटली? हाउ इज इट इम्पैक्टिंग यू?
Actually, I feel very thankful to God कि I'm in this noble profession. Being in this
Yeah.
noble profession, I'm completely satisfied by my life. Being
Hmm.
obs gynae resident, I have my long duty hours, like 36 hours I have my duty. It is like
Hmm.
which hectic schedule रहता है हमारा.
Right.
But there
Hmm.
is no match of the feeling when a newborn is delivered by me. या फिर when a mother crying in labor pains shouts in the labor room, "Thank you, Dr. Saab," after her delivery.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
best feeling when you have saved someone's life. या फिर patient
Yeah.
in what the patients do ना, they come searching for us just to say thank you. Like I
Wow.
would share a small incident. 2 days
Hmm.
ago I was posted in my casualty duty. So there was a patient, unbooked placenta previa patient, came in labor to our hospital. She
Hmm.
went to around 3 to 4 hospitals before RML. No one was admitting her because she was high risk na. So I was posted there. I admitted her, and she
Hmm.
literally came back to me at 3 a.m. in the midnight just to say thank you.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
मतलब, that feels rewarding. कि yes,
Right.
you have chosen the right profession for you.
Right.
तो
That's actually very
stress होता है,
warm. Yeah.
exhaustion होता है, पूरा आपका शेड्यूल हेक्टिक ड्यूटी का, वो सब रिलीव हो जाता है.
Anybody else they want to share this experience? Because हिमांशी ने बहुत ही प्यारी यहाँ पे बात बोली है. केशव, do you really think that जब आप किसी अच्छे prestigious college में admission लेते हो, तो then you have better opportunities than rest of the students? I mean, for sure, because you mentioned in the beginning also that you are at the spotlight. But what kind of opportunities students can look for, and how are you like how can they relate to this कि जो मैं कर रहा हूँ ना वो सही चीज कर रहा हूँ, like if I'm really looking forward to be in IIT, that's like the best dream I can have.
Yeah, so like I said, right, like regarding the placement opportunity, like there is everything that college can provide, right? It
Yeah.
won't you if you join a normal like private college and all, right, they won't be provided with such facilities. Besides, like the alumni network of these colleges are like awesome out there, right? Like there are lots of people who are at like great heights, right? They have founded multiple startups and all, and they would normally prefer the folks from their colleges, right? So, so yeah, I think it's the difference, right? Like you reach and versus they reach. Like if you are not from a good college, then you will have to reach out to the recruiters specifically, yeah, that I am interested in this profile. But if you are of a, some such a STEAM college, then they will reach out to you that right, like are you interested in this profile? Even I, right, even today I get calls from multiple recruiters from through LinkedIn and all, like are you interested in the profile and all. Obviously, like I'm satisfied with my current job currently, so I don't yeah, I say that I'm not interested right now. But yeah, so there is a lot of opportunities, right? So yeah, I think yeah, regarding the job opportunity, I already told you, right? Like there is
Yeah.
everything that college provides, even during the college and even after the college. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And in fact, Sushant, I would like to ask you the same question. Do you have anything to add here? What kind of opportunities came your way because you were a part of that prestigious college everybody looks for?
Yeah, so like I would like to like I think students lose motivation. Like you talked about motivation during the journey, so I would like to add it here.
Yeah.
I think the preparation is worth it. So like if you can
Hmm.
get into IIT, it is like really worth it. So like as Pranav mentioned about the life and like life at IIT and all. And again, like as Kesha mentioned, you get to connect with so many people. So
Yeah.
yeah, the alumni network is so strong at IIT Delhi. Like I can literally send a LinkedIn request to any of my alumni and he would accept it, no matter like how big or small position he is at. Again,
Hmm.
also like there are like so many interesting technology and research going on at IITs. I don't think like any you would get any these type of opportunities at any other college in
Hmm.
India.
Hmm.
And there's like so much funding that's get into research. There are so many notable researchers, notable people who come to IIT. You get to work
Hmm.
with so many people, and in fact there are industry collaborations with professors, so you can
Hmm.
take up an industry level project with
Hmm.
some company like Microsoft or Google without even
Hmm.
like applying for a formal internship route. So
Hmm.
yeah, like the opportunities are tremendous, and I don't think like the level of exposure you could get at IIT is possible at any other place.
Right, right. And वो opportunities को use करना भी आपके हाथ में ही है, and I'm sure you are already prepared. लेकिन मैं एक चीज common question है, which is for everybody at this moment. Are you happy in your life currently? Do you feel satisfied कि जितनी मेहनत की आप लोगों ने, and I'm sure I'm talking about those sleepless nights, I'm talking about those nightmares कि अगर मैं वो नहीं achieve कर पाया जो मैंने plan किया है, disappointments that parents might feel, your dreams getting shattered, वो सारे setbacks challenges के बाद currently जहाँ पे आप हो, जिस position पे आप हो, are you happy about it? We'll start from Sushant only.
Like yeah, like I have achieved a lot, and again, like from the efforts I put in and from the things I have got, like I'm really thankful to like people who supported me and thankful to God and all. It was like a tough journey, but I think it was worth it. Like the all the work
Worth
that
it.
you put in, all the sleepless nights, it was worth it.
Hmm.
Yeah, like we have achieved a lot. There's a lot to achieve, but again, like you have to keep motivated.
Yes, I agree. Pranav, what do you think? Are you happy? जो सोचा था, plan किया था life को, were you able to execute in a similar manner या कुछ different हो गया, but you're still happy?
नहीं, लाइक एक्सपेक्ट तो यही किया था. लाइक आई वाजंट अवेयर कि लाइक कौन सी इंजीनियरिंग स्ट्रीम में जाना है, बट लाइक वो लाइक पता चल गया था कि यस आई एम इनटू टेक ऑल्सो. तो लाइक इट वाज मोस्ट ऑफ द लाइक व्हेन यू गेट इनटू आईआईटी, लाइक यू गेट मोर ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ ऑल्सो, लाइक so that's also a feeling you can get from that. Like it's also like a different feeling. And also, like, I would like to add in the previous question also, like, not only the engineering in perspective, you can choose the IIT. Like, as I've
Yeah.
mentioned, different clubs हैं, तो like,
Hmm.
as you can see कि काफी alumni हैं, जैसे सुशांत सिंह राजपूत भी एक alumni था कहीं का, and
जी.
चेतन भगत IIT दिल्ली के alumni है, तो उन्होंने different streams follow करी थी. तो जो clubs हैं वो
Hmm.
काफी like helpful हैं, like other streams choose करने के लिए भी. So like
जी.
engineering like vast, like कहीं भी निकल सकते हो उसके साथ. तो like
Hmm.
IIT दिल्ली काफी अच्छा एक्सपोजर देती है उन चीजों के लिए भी.
दैट्स वेरी हेल्पफुल. आई एम श्योर बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं इस चीज को अपने दिमाग में रखने वाले हैं. केशव, बताओ अपनी खुशी के बारे में, बिकॉज आई रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हेन the things that you plan for your life, it turns true. It's sometimes it's surreal also. And when you see what you wanted, forget competition. I'm not talking about competition at this moment, that you were able to beat a lot of students, but what you wanted, you achieved that. What is that feeling like?
Yeah, so I think tech is something that I'm always excited with, right? Like new things. Recently, ChatGPT was also like released, right? So I think when you achieve so many things, right, there is a self-satisfaction for sure, right? And also there is a lot of respect in your community, right? In the society that you live and all. So yeah, I think specifically in my case, right? Like I am an engineer, software engineer in my company, and my company is allowed work from home. So right, I'm normally working home. If I'm not feeling well, I'm down, right? Then I can just
Yeah.
waste it even in day, and then keep going my work at the night. So I think
Yeah, we
it's
are
a great,
jealous of
yeah.
you. Thank you for mentioning that.
So I think obviously so super satisfied, yeah, because of these things.
सो आई थिंक ये बहुत बोनस पॉइंट होने वाला है बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कि वर्क फ्रॉम होम मिलेगा, चलो मेहनत कर लेते हैं. थैंक यू फॉर दैट. इनफैक्ट हिमांशी, आई हर्ड फ्रॉम यू ऑलरेडी, you mentioned how thankful you are and you are in gratitude for what you've achieved, but do you really want to like continue doing this? And because abhi kya hai na, because you have become that person, I'm sure in your family also and in the community, that now you're going to inspire young girls also, that this is who I can become in future, this is what I can achieve in the future. So how do you feel कि अभी थोड़ी responsibility आ गई है कि I have to stick to this and I have to be this nice person who always inspire other people?
Mm, I would, obviously love my profession and I would continue to serve the society. And uh, जब तक आप satisfied हो अपने profession से, तो that's the best feeling. चाहे वो कोई भी profession है आपका, not only being a doctor. And I think कि you contribute to society in some respect or the other, being in every profession. So I would
That's true.
continue this. And I am kind of positive and motivating personality. I have that inbuilt in me. So I used to motivate people and kind of philosophy, giving philosophy to others. That's it.
Wow, we can tell. Nice. Nice, very nice. In fact, I can see that all of you have very different personalities and very sharp, and you have your own weaknesses and strengths जो आप लोगों को आज जो आप currently हो वो shape कर रही है. And I'm thankful to each one of you, honestly, because I can understand that you're busy people now, and having so much of gratitude कि आप आकर उन लोगों को inspire कर रहे हो जो कभी किसी जमाने में आप भी उस पोजीशन पे हुआ करते थे. सो आई होप आज के सेशन से काफी सारे लोग इंस्पायर हुए होंगे, मोटिवेट हुए होंगे. एंड दिस इज द रियल वर्ल्ड जहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम्स भी होती हैं, सेटबैक्स भी होते हैं, मुश्किलें भी होती हैं, बट देन वी डेफिनेटली हैव हीरोज टू. लाइक सुशांत मेंशन की हाउ ही मोटिवेट्स हिमसेल्फ बाय रीडिंग ऑल द बायोग्राफीज जो बहुत एस्टैब्लिश्ड लोगों की है. हिमांशी की कामनेस उनकी सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रेंथ है. प्रणव की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो क्लब्स ने उन्हें बहुत ज्यादा शेप किया है, उनके personality go. Keshav, again, I find very smart and very intelligent guy who's going to achieve it all. So all these things are achievable. And one thing, before I say goodbye to all of you, I want to ask you how Akash has motivated you. Just one line quickly. How Akash changed the game for you. Just one line, each one of you. Himanshi, you go first.
It helped me shape my vision into a reality. That's the best part of the Akash. No, that's a gift from the Akash to me.
Hmm.
I think I sincerely followed Akash and only NCRTs. nothing else I followed. No other reference books, no other online platforms. I just sincerely followed Akash. So Akash was a blessing for me at that time.
परफेक्ट परफेक्ट इनफैक्ट यहाँ पे ना बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस भी सेम थे कि कैसे सिली मिस्टेक्स को आप अवॉइड कर सकते हो एनीथिंग यू वुड लाइक टू शेयर कि बैकलॉग क्लियर करने का स्ट्रेटजी क्या होता था आपको सिली मिस्टेक्स कैसे आपने रिजॉल्व की एनीथिंग जो आप लोगों को लग रहा है कि दिस इज वन पीस ऑफ एडवाइस दैट कैन वर्क फॉर स्टूडेंट्स
Silly mistakes can be avoided by practicing more number of questions. That's what I can just say कि silly mistakes last में एग्जाम में जरूर होंगी ही होंगी, बट वो रैंक डिसाइडिंग क्वेश्चंस होता है. तो यू शुड जितने नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना कम सिली मिस्टेक्स होने लग जाएगा एंड यू विल ग्रेजुअली सी दिस.
In fact, there's a question, Pranav, if you would like to take it, कि कभी आपकी लाइफ में ऐसी सिचुएशन आई है कि आप एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक के ऊपर स्टक हो गए थे, even spending hours on that topic, you were not able to solve the problems really, and you don't know what's going to happen in the class, so you're falling behind. So how did you actually get out of the situation without getting your morale down?
Actually, Akash teachers was very helpful to me. Like all of the three teachers was like a friend to me. Like if you are making teacher your friend, like you can achieve anything. They motivate me also, and also like they have like as I mentioned, ki like chemistry teacher like turned the point at that moment, ki doubts wala session. So like they helped me a lot in that case. सो मोस्टली लाइक टीचर्स को सब पता होता है आपके बारे में कि लाइक आप कहाँ लूज कर रहे हो और कहाँ पे डाउन जा सकते हो. सो लाइक यू हैव टू कंसल्ट टीचर्स फर्स्ट ऑल्सो, लाइक बिफोर लाइक थिंकिंग अबाउट इट एंड गोइंग टू समवेयर एल्स.
इंटरेस्टिंग. सो टीचर्स के साथ ट्रांसपेरेंसी रखना बहुत जरूरी है. इनफैक्ट ये बड़ा कॉमन क्वेश्चन है. सुशांत, कैन यू हेल्प देम, बिकॉज आई नो योर वे ऑफ मोटिवेटिंग योरसेल्फ, बट हाउ टू मोटिवेट योरसेल्फ व्हेन यू डोंट फील लाइक स्टडीing anymore and there's laziness that's overpowering?
So yeah, like I used to take small breaks, maybe like watch a movie or something, because like I just like stayed at home or like went to the coaching institute. So yeah, I used to take small breaks maybe on weekends. I did not like have much time to go out, but like talking to people really helped. So like whenever I felt like my motivation is going or like it's difficult to now keep going, so I would call my seniors. Like the good thing was for me was I befriended a lot of seniors who reached IIT, and during 12th, like whenever I felt down, I would call them and they would tell me how exciting the life is out there. So yeah, that kept me going.
Interesting. And in fact, JEE specific question bhi hai yahan pe. So open to, Pranav, Sushant and Keshav. Which book would you recommend for JEE apart from Akash material? Did you actually use any other book?
Yeah, actually, for chemistry, I would prefer कि you would like follow the NCRT only. Like for the physical chemistry, you can follow other books, but for inorganic and organic chemistry, only follow the NCRT. And for the physics, I followed the BM Sharma, and for mathematics, I followed Amit M. Agarwal for calculus and all the things. Yeah, but for trigonometry kind of things, like Akash books are like enough. You don't have to practice like that much for that kind of topics. Yeah, like
Got
it's
it.
specific
Got it.
to topic basically.
Okay. And Sushant, any specific book you would like to recommend to students?
Uh, so
Yeah,
like
same ही है.
for physics I followed like Cengage BM Sharma, and for maths also like some topics I followed Cengage, and for like some other topics like there was, I think the author was called Vikas Agarwal or something like that. There was this like small books at my time, and they were very high level questions. So yeah, like I used to do those. They were very less questions but high level questions, so it was a good practice. For chemistry, I studied notes. Like NCERT was good. I mostly focused on the notes like which were provided during class.
Hmm. So Keshav, do you have anything extra to add here, or yeah, ये books बहुत enough होने वाली हैं for JEE aspirants?
Yeah, I think these books are quite good, right? I also followed BM Sarma a bit, but I personally preferred Erodo and Anurag Misra for physics, right? And for chemistry, I think yeah, notes are normally more than enough. But for organic chemistry, I went with MS Chauhan, and for maths, it was yeah, it was obviously the Aakash package and notes, and besides that, it was like Vikas Gupta. So yeah.
I
Okay,
would
and we're
say,
not going to, yeah, Pranav, you were saying something.
like, I would like to say ki, like, don't pick up Irodov like before consulting your
Yeah,
teacher. Like, it's a like super
Mm-hmm.
high level book. So
yeah,
like, if you are needing it, then only pick it up.
right. Once you
Okay,
finish all the
okay.
package and all right, and then you are confident enough that you can start solving difficult questions, then you can go with the Euro. Yeah, regarding
Good
the books,
suggestion.
right?
That don't play with the fire in the beginning itself. Maybe keep it for
Exactly.
later, right?
Yeah, and also like I would like to add, like when we are talking about books, right? The most thing
Yeah.
that normally like we forget what is the previous year questions, right? Normally we are scared to solve previous year question, but I think that is a great confidence booster, right? So once
Hmm.
you are able to like solve the previous year questions, then you have that confidence that yeah, if you can solve the previous year question, then I can also solve like the question that will come during my time, right? So I think that is
Hmm.
like yeah, must I would say once you have all the like basic things ready.
Hmm. Hmm. We are running out of time, but we have so many questions for you. In fact, Himanshi, jate jate, please फटाफट से बता दो any specific book for NEET they should go for, because I remember you mentioned कि आपके लिए NCERT was enough, but anything specific for others who really want to take this thing very seriously?
I think 95% of the exam questions come from the Akash course and NCRTs. ठीक है, तो
Hmm.
why focus on the 5%? Focus on the 95%
Hmm.
score ranks. That is
Hmm.
very
Hmm.
important. अब लास्ट में
Hmm.
एग्जाम 2-3 क्वेश्चंस तो हमेशा आउट ऑफ सिलेबस रहता ही है ना, जो आपने नहीं पढ़ा होगा, छोड़ दो उसको,
Hmm.
सब आता वो
Hmm.
एक्सेप्ट।
Yeah,
बट
and in fact, with your piece of advice, I remember what once very popular Bollywood celebrity said कि आप सबको हर जगह आप नहीं रह सकते हो, हर चीज आपको नहीं मिल सकती है, सो जहाँ है वहीं का मजा लेते हैं, राइट?
focus on 95% and score your ranks. That will give you a good rank if you're practicing the question sincerely and avoiding silly mistakes. Easy question rank scoring होता है, तो easy question कभी गलत नहीं होना चाहिए, जो बार बार commonly repeat हो रहा है. And जो difficult questions है, you are seeing for the first time. Everyone is seeing for the first time. That means ना, तो उससे rank decide नहीं.
Right, got it. बहुत ही interesting conversation थी, but it's time for us to wrap up because we're falling short of time. But thank you so much, Dr. Himanshi, Pranav, Keshav, Sushant. Thank you for your time and those valuable insights जो आज आप लोगों ने बड़े enthusiastic होके यहाँ पे दिए हैं. You've spilled some secrets also about hostel life. So thank you so much. Any particular thing you want to say before you leave या फिर बहुत ज्यादा बोल लिया आज हमने?
I would like to say कि just believe in yourself and work hard
Yeah,
regularly. Be consistent in your work.
yeah. Pranav, any goodbye note to all the students listening and watching you right now?
Yeah, be consistent and you will get it. Actually, also like I would like if I compare from Fitzy and Ellen to Akash, so like I would like to say one thing, like they have star batches or sometimes like they have A1 to like A10. So that can distinguish something like a lower paid student can't get to a A1. So like Akash did better thing कि like सबको एक जगह पे रख के सही तरीके से पढ़ाता है. So that's the best
Hmm.
thing like Akash do. Like
Hmm.
that's why like I went to Akash only.
Fabulous. Keshav, any goodbye message?
Yeah, I think just keep going right and follow
Hmm.
all the instructions that are like provided by you from Akash teachers, and you will
Yeah.
have success for sure. Yeah.
And what I love about you guys is that you had so much of faith in your teachers. Matlab, that thing is very common in all of you. So, Sushant, any goodbye message or particular thing they should always remember while they're preparing?
Yeah, like I would say keep working hard. If you get into IIT or top like NEET college, then like it would be worth it.
Good, wonderful. So thank you so much again to all the lovely guests. I think ये बहुत ही fruitful conversation मेरे लिए थी, students के लिए थी. I'm sorry कि मैं सारे questions नहीं ले पाई, but I tried my level best कि मैं हर एक question जो है वो हमारे ex-Aakashians के लिए यहाँ पे कर सकूं, उनकी help कर सकूं. So thank you so much guys, and hope we see you again. Till then, you take care. And thank you everybody who's joined us for this webinar. Share this link to your friends and subscribe to our channel because प्रेरणा एक ऐसा इनिशिएटिव है आकाश का जिसमें थ्रू आउट इस तरीके के वेबिनार्स हम आपके लिए लेकर आते रहेंगे एंड वी वुड लव टू हेल्प यू इन ईच एंड एवरी स्टेप ऑफ योर लाइफ. सो थैंक यू so much for joining us and I shall see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.